Evening all. Day 52 post-op, and things have been going well over the last week or so. I think I posted, I did post on day 50, and I think it was in the afternoon of that, after a pretty successful time in the gym. I actually followed that up later on in the afternoon with a route on the climber wall. I'd say at least a 20 metre climbing wall, and I managed one full route on it and one half route. It's essentially the first time I've managed any sort of activity with the arms overhead. Everything else, I would say, other than maybe the weighted half get-ups I've been doing. That there's been no overhead exercise or movement patterns at all, and obviously with the get up, the arms just static throughout, so it's just a stability exercise. The climbing's the first time I've used my arms overhead dynamically. I certainly knew about it. The arms were shaking like nobody's business, and the placement wasn't very terribly exact, but I was over the moon with getting that first climb out, and obviously the climbing pattern is such a powerful one. For crossover to almost everything else. I was focusing absolutely on good technique with the aspect of always trying to climb gracefully, and thereby getting the centre of gravity orientated over the base of support, which is not always a straightforward thing on climbing walls, which then comes into the technique. But the benefit of that to the aspects of movement I'm trying to recover are more than significant. That was the day before yesterday. Another good morning in the gym. Tried a little bit of skipping and was successful, about 10 seconds, if that. But without that, a major breakthrough in itself. That's an absolute first there. And I then was back on the climbing wall later on as well, and must have done about 5 routes then. Today, another good session in the gym. Finished off with a minute's unbroken skipping, which is a massive breakthrough for me. And then back on the climbing wall again, and it was 4 or 5 routes. So it seems to be coming on pretty big. The skipping was outstanding. I could feel a real stiffness right up the left hand side. It seems to be that the old deficit from the haemorrhage coming through, but I was still able to do high knee skipping, running on the spot, and it's just a massive thing for me to be able to do that, especially with respect to the end goal for this recovery being for me to be able to run again. I think, as I've explained previously, I hadn't been able to run for 5 or 6 years because of bad patterns that had been programmed in, and it was just too much for me to peel away. Well, fortunately, I'd gone the brain hemorrhage route, and that cleared it away for me. So to be able to build up the patterns to get a clean running, which skipping on the spot is all but that. We'll see. So pretty pleased with all that. So much so, I'm going to go on the ale. Hey. So see you soon, sports fans. Ta-ra.